What's going on, everyone, and welcome back to Reality Pill. Today we are going to react to another Kevin Samuels video. Before we get into it, make sure you guys like and subscribe.
Okay, you're gonna go ahead and mute yourself. iPhone. Hi, what's your first name? Erica. Okay, what's your disagreement?
um, we shouldn't rate ourselves so high
Right.
after um, and that if we didn't I know from previously you said that if we didn't ask the previous guy to marry us, that the future guy shouldn't have such a hard time with dating us as well. Is that correct?
Well, what's the well, you're mixing. So let's be direct. What's the disagreement?
Well, because I'm 34
Mm-hmm.
with two kids, and I just recently got divorced maybe a couple of weeks ago.
Okay.
So I actually did the right thing. I got married at 23 to my junior high school sweetheart.
Okay.
Um, so when I watch it, I don't feel as discouraged as other ladies. I kind of semi agree with you, but
I'm
I
still
was
not
just basically
understanding the
saying,
disagreement. I'm still not understanding the disagreement.
because I don't feel like you're rated based on the children you have, because as I said, I did the right thing. I got
Okay,
married at 23.
hold on.
Okay, so of course we have the typical episode where a woman is going to call in, talk strictly about her feelings, not coming back it up with any real facts. But to her, she believes that the kids doesn't take away from her. When in fact a man will have, in all reality, have to chip in for that child, regardless. And then again, these women, it doesn't matter what you think in all reality because the men are dating you. They have to go through it. So that's the only opinion that should really matter.
Hold on. You were married. And your children are a result of marriage, right?
Yes, my tourism. I got
Okay.
married at
Well,
23.
those. Well, you still make no mistake, ma'am. You are still rated as a result of the children you have. Make no mistake. The men, well, are unanimous with this. You may not feel like it's right. You may not like it, but the men get to decide, not you. Do we
But I mean,
agree on?
but
Do we agree on that? Do we?
yeah,
Hold
yes,
on.
I agree.
Okay, so if we agree on that premise that men get to decide, then how you had your children also matters. Your children were a result of marriage, not nothing else. I mean,
Right.
so you weren't a baby mama, so that's different. So
Well, I
what's
don't want to
your
say baby mama. I'm an ex-wife now. I'm not a baby
so you
mama.
weren't a baby mama?
No, I weren't. Right. No,
That's what I'm saying. You were not a baby mama, so that's
no.
different.
Right. So I
So
don't feel like we should be rated based on the children. Shouldn't we be rated based on uh the level that we made a guy go to? I mean, as far as I
no,
wasn't willing to.
no, no, no. You still okay, ma'am. First of all, if you come back out here in the dating open market, right? You have two kids, right?
Right.
A man has to deal with that.
Even if there's an active father,
Yes,
so I should be dating someone that has kids. I
you're
shouldn't
still
be
going to be
looking to.
judged on. Still counts, ma'am.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, you ladies don't want your kids to cost you anything,
No, no, I don't. I don't
but
mind
they
my
call.
kids
Okay,
costing.
okay. You shouldn't you be right. You're saying what they shouldn't be. Well, according to who?
Well, what I'm saying
No,
is this. I'm
you
just.
gotta be on camera, or we don't do this.
Oh, okay, because my phone is getting a message here.
Okay,
Sorry.
that's okay.
I have to.
I just don't allow people to be okay. So when you say you shouldn't be, why do you say you should not be?
I just believe that it should be based on how we carry ourselves.
Okay, but that's not
Can you
what.
see me now? Sorry.
Nope. I'm gonna ask you to start your video again. Go ahead.
Okay, I'm here.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. That's what you believe, right? But who gets to decide?
No, because I've been watching you for a couple of weeks now, and
Who gets to decide in the dating market? Who gets to decide?
if you want my personal opinion.
No, it's not personal. Who in the dating market? Who gets to decide how women are rated? the opposite sex.
Right. I
So,
mean,
ma'am.
society says that. That's what I believe. Society says that.
So,
But I
ma'am,
felt I
it
hold
doesn't
on.
matter
Okay.
what you feel.
Hmm.
Why is that so hard for you to accept? That if you go in the dating market, you may feel one thing, but men get to pick.
Right. No, I agree with you. You say men get to pick.
Uh-oh. Wrong person. Too many people in here. Come back in here. Too many folks. I don't think ladies are getting an understanding that it's like, well, should it matter how you got your babies? Uh, yeah, it does. iPhone. Let's get back to you again. It shouldn't matter, I guess, according to you guys. But go ahead and unmute yourself.
Yeah,
So,
no, I was basically saying now that I'm on the market now, is
uh-huh.
it's that the way I approach life now, I've had the experience of being married with 2 children already.
Right.
So it's not, I don't feel like a guy would able to persuade me into thinking I'm going to stay in something that's not going to come with any type of form of commitment, because I'm way smarter than that. You know, I require
You
marriage
can
before I have kids.
okay. That can be your standard.
Hmm.
But the bottom line is this: you're divorced with 2 children.
Hmm.
You don't get to command the same price you did as a single woman with no
But
kids.
right.
They count.
Right, but in your previous videos, you always say that your main point is that when you have kids, you didn't require the last man to marry you. Now you're speaking to someone that required the last.
You see, this is what I don't like, and this often happens a lot, even with some of the men that watch this channel. And I'm not talking about the ones that are like in depth and understand the content. I'm talking about the ones that sit there and come in talking about Kevin Samuels is a hypocrite. There's a lot of women that say it, but I'm starting to notice now different men from other places are starting to come into this space and trying to point out the hypocrisy in what he says. Well, let me just tell you this. 2 things can be true. I'll make it as simple as possible. 2 things can be true. Being married does come with some type of benefit and respect, because at least the man that you had children with, you guys were married. There was a commitment. It was seen by the state. There were witnesses. This was a thing. So cool. Yes, it does hold some type of credence, because you can move forward with that. You can tell someone else that, and then they can say, you know what? Well, this woman is a respected woman. But then on the other hand, the children can still be a problem. They can still be a problem because a lot of men will want to start their own family if they don't have children already. 2 things can be true. He can respect that and honor that you guys went to the highest form of commitment, but also not want to take care of another man's child. And for a woman that didn't get the highest form of commitment, she's even lower on the totem pole. If it was both of you guys and that was his only option, he would pick the one that actually got the commitment. But then again, he doesn't have to deal with you if he doesn't have children. And even if he does have children, he still doesn't have to deal with a woman with children, because he can go with another woman and start another family.
Me in the
Yeah,
marriage.
but you didn't stay, so it doesn't matter. I mean, it matters to a little bit. Ma'am, you get credit for being married. Granted. Who filed for divorce?
I did.
That counts too. Why?
It was just a lot going on, you know, family
Why?
members.
Why? What was the reason that you decided to break your covenant with your husband?
Well, he
Your
left. I mean,
husband got.
he decided he wanted to start doing excessive cheating and doing whatever he wanted to do,
Okay.
and I just wasn't tolerating that.
Okay.
So I decided to file for
So,
divorce.
so, and in this country, you are free to make that choice.
Right.
But the men in this country also look at women and say, guess what? You divorce your husband, I am going to pay attention to why you did it.
Right. So basically, you know that I'm not
No,
going to
ma'am,
tolerate
I'm
cheating.
not done. They're going to look at why you did it. And men are also not as naive to just take what you say, because 80% of divorces are filed by women.
Mhm.
And see, adultery, what we don't know about is what you did and what the problems with you.
Right.
Because I'm gonna say right now, I'm going to assume you probably weren't the easiest person to get along with either. So leaving your marriage has a cost.
Now, come on, Mr. Samuel. You ain't gonna say
No,
what man would
Mr.
leave his
Samuel.
wife,
Leave it.
what man would leave
Excuse
his
me.
kids.
Excuse me. Leaving your marriage has a cost. You said the words, "Till death do us part."
I did.
Okay, and you didn't do it. In sickness
Right,
and
but
health,
he
for rich or for
left
poor, for
the
better for
home.
no, ma'am, don't overtalk me. For rich or for poor, sickness and health, better, worse, or death do us part. It didn't say excessive cheating or when I got tired of it or when I felt like he wasn't doing A, B, and C. That's nowhere in those vows.
No, what I'm saying is he moved
That's
out of
nowhere
the
in no.
home.
Okay. He moved.
Okay, let's take that into account. If he moved out of the home, again, when women try to make men look bad, you make yourself look worse. So the household was that bad that he had to leave and he started cheating on you. That's how bad the household was. It says more about you than it says about him. Because again, women love to play victim. But what type of household would it be that a man would have to leave and start cheating because he's dealing with a particular person in a jail cell? That's what his household is, a jail cell.
Moved out of the home.
Right. He didn't want he wanted to be separated, and I don't believe in separation.
Okay,
If
he
we're
wanted
gonna
to be.
do it, we're gonna do it.
Okay, all right. Let me go ahead and make this round, ma'am. Whatever your situation is,
Mhm.
it's your story. On the open market, due respect, no one cares. They're looking at you as how old?
34,
You're 34 with 2 kids. How? What's the oldest?
15,
And that's the youngest?
5.
Yeah, you got a 15 and a 5-year-old. You'd be looking effectively for a stepfather. That's what you're looking for. Because you said I'd require marriage. So you're looking to be found by somebody who's willing to be a stepfather to a 15 and 5-year-old. That ain't many men. That ain't many men. So, like it or not, your marriage dissolution, wherever it happened, your problem. On the market, somebody says she's got a 15 and a 5-year-old. I'll go take the 24-year-old with no kids. It lowers your value because you got at least another kid for another 12, 13 years in the house that a stepfather would have to pay for.
What about
involve father or not?
I don't know. We share custody. I'm not sure about that, but what about a father that has
ma'am,
kids?
if you had a husband in a year, if he brought some Doritos in the house, could the kid eat the Doritos?
Oh, what do you mean if I had a
if you married another man in the next 2 years, could your youngest son eat the food that man brought in the house?
Of course. Anything
Then
I buy,
no.
You hear that? Of course. That means that he has to then take responsibility of bringing things in the house. If he's hungry, and let's say he has kids and his kids are hungry, and he only brings home food for him and his kids, you would feel a way about that. Now, that's just food. Now, play that out in every scenario of life. Food, shelter, and anything he would need to be a part of, he would need to contribute.
No, pay attention. This is what I mean. Then he's still paying. See, this is what it is. You ladies, you don't seem to understand. It is not a man's nature to want to take care of another man's offspring. In nature, when a man takes over another woman, what is in nature? What do? They kill the cubs. They don't pay for them. Your children are not N-O-T, not an asset to another man. They're an expense and a liability. How often does somebody get up on the stage winning a big trophy and award and say, I'd like to give a big shout out to my stepdaddy? They don't do that. They say, oh, thanks, Mom. I've been a stepfather, man. Men aren't rushing to be stepfathers, and black men were the most accepting of children. What state do you live in?
I live in New York.
Yeah, go ask an actual Chinese man what does he want to take on somebody's kids. Go ask the man from Pakistan or or the Middle East. See what they think. Ain't
No,
nobody
most
try.
men that I know that has kids already is willing, but I don't know any single men with no kids. I've never bumped into any
You never
that
married
don't
to a
have.
what?
I never bumped into a single man with no kids. So I really know.
I'm saying men of other races. Their women already know that you better stay with the baby daddy, the husband, because we ain't trying to be stepfathers.
Right.
So whether you think it's fair, you can say I did it the right way. Okay, well, you get kudos for that, but your marriage dissolved. You filed for divorce. The way you're telling the story that I'm only going to accept with a grain of salt because there are three sides: yours, his, and the truth.
No,
But
he
the end,
left.
but at the end of the day, you broke your covenant. He moved out of the house. Men typically don't do something for no reason. It's not like you were just the perfect wife and he came home and said, "Yo, Gladys, I ain't moving. I ain't living here no more. I'm out."
Well, I mean, if for a second, I just want to tell you, we've been together since seventh grade. His excuse was that, he wanted to know what it feels like to live life. We've been together since 14 years old.
Okay, well, all right, ma'am. Let's take that. Then your choice was to either decide to let him go live life so is why so do whatever. Those are your choices.
Right.
What did Big Mama, when Big Daddy did that back in the day? You know how many times back in the day when folks was beating half brothers and shit from across town? See, I'm gonna just be honest. Modern women aren't made of the same stuff women of the past were. And most of you think it makes you liberated. It makes you alone. That's what it does, because the bottom line is you're a 34-year-old woman with 2 kids out here in New York. That's what it comes down to. And any man that you'll be dealing with will be looking to be a stepfather. And you say your ex is involved. Ain't no man really trying to be a stepfather with another man in his
No, I mean,
input.
he's not involved. We have
He,
a custody order.
but he's still involved, meaning that man would still have his children would be in another man, your ex-husband, and your current, and if you married a new husband, your ex-husband would have influence in another man's house. We don't work that way.
Well, I mean, it's getting a little confusing because the last video I watched of yours, you said that
Here's a confusing part. Stay with your husband. Stay with your husband.
You said the children was going to be inside the house, and that would be an issue. So my kids won't all.
Nope. Stay with your husband. It's not really confusing. I'm sorry that you don't like it. Men don't want to be stepfathers. It's better because you're a baby mama, but that's still it. So I don't understand why women are just like, well, wait a minute. Like there's one size fits all. You want one size fit all? Stay with your husband. Because on the open dating market, I'm gonna do this, man. I'm gonna take you off camera because I'm trying to be nice, but I think you're just being a little bullheaded. Here's how it really comes down to, man. Here's how it really comes down to. Do you want to have any additional children?
If I get married again, I will. It has to be with marriage, though. It can't be out of wedlock.
Look at this. Well, and everything. And it's all what you have to. What about the kind and caliber of man that you want? What about what he wants? Let's talk about that. All we've heard about is you. Tell me about the kind and caliber of man that you want. What does he want?
I mean, I'm willing to have another child if he's willing to get married. I'm not willing to have a child out of wedlock.
Again, let me say again. All we've heard about is what you do and don't want. I'm asking you about the kind and caliber of man that you want. What does he want from a woman?
You asked me about an invisible person that I didn't meet yet. What does he want? I don't know what he wants. I haven't met him yet. I'm confused about the question. You're asking me what a man wants that I didn't meet yet?
But the funny thing is, ma'am, you can damn sure say what you ain't gonna do with the person you ain't met yet. So what you're showing.
Checkmate. Checkmate. She can tell you all the things that she wants from a person that she's never met before. She doesn't know what this man will come with. She doesn't know if these men will share the same things that she wants. But to then identify or guess or guesstimate what that man may want, crickets. Just insane. You see the entitlement now. You see the selfishness. Insane. And guesstimate is one of those words. It's funny.
I'm saying
No,
you,
no,
you,
do no,
you,
no, no,
you
no, no,
would,
no,
you
no.
would
Don't
advise me to
overtalk
have
me.
a
Don't
baby with
overtalk me.
whoever?
Don't overtalk me. What you're basically showing is you know what you do and don't want, but you put no thought into what kind of money would a man have to make to marry and facilitate a house with 1, 2, and 3 possible kids. What do you do for a living?
I'm a life coach.
And what kind of money would a man need to make to have a 15-year-old, a 5-year-old, and possibly a newborn?
I
What
feel
kind
like
of
if I answer, you're just gonna cut me off. So I'm not sure if I actually answer the question.
Well, then get off my camera. I mean, you can
No,
leave.
I'm not. I'm not. No, I'm
Well,
just saying. You're
answer or
asking
go.
me.
Answer or go.
I'm trying to answer, but you're not
Then
letting me
answer.
respond.
No,
Right.
well, go answer or go.
I don't feel like he has to have a lot of money because they have a father that's active in their lives.
That's not an
So
answer.
it wouldn't be a full responsibility on
That's
him.
not an answer. Give me a number.
I would say about 80,000 to be good here. Where I'm at.
Do you care if he's black or not?
No,
Right.
I date
What
souls.
percentage of men? What percentage of black men make $75,000 or more in this country?
I know some black men that make $75,000.
What percentage of black men?
Oh, I'm not sure about the percentages. I'm not
Guess.
sure.
Guess.
Can I ask you a question or no?
I'm already after you answer mine. Guess.
Okay. I'm not sure. Probably 20%.
15%. So 15 out of 100 men make the kind of money you're talking about. So that means 85 out of 100 men are not there. And of those 15 men, they have to be heterosexual, single, available, willing to be stepfathers, wanting to deal with a woman who's older, and wanting to deal with another man. See, this is what I mean. You put no thought into even the basics of what this man needs to be. The questions I've asked are more clarifying questions about a man than you. All we're hearing about is, well, I ain't this and I ain't that. That's what you ladies do. Always think about what it is you want, but you don't think about the man that has to deal with this. A man that has to come in to marry you has to step into your complex X relationship. I don't care how you slice it. Those are 2 autonomous human beings, your 15-year-old, your 5-year-old, and your ex-husband. Those are 3 different sets of testosterone and masculine energy he has to deal with. Then he has to deal with you.
Is that a single man we're speaking about, or we're speaking about a man that comes with his own baggage?
Definitely is. Just get off my damn phone. But this woman sounds like the same woman that was like, I'm talking to a guy named John from Jersey that she ain't never met before. And John want to marry her. She sounds like that woman. I wonder if it's the same person. That would be interesting. But please, everyone, leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section down below. Make sure you guys like and subscribe if you guys haven't already. Turn on post notifications so you will be alerted when we upload more videos just like this one. Share this video. Head over to Kevin Samuel's channel. Go share his video. Let's keep the Godfather's name alive. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.